What is the prevalence of sex-related disease in teenagers?
As far as I know, the prevalence of sex-related disease is around 333 million in age groups 20 to 24-year-old. It's actually a demographic data of higher age group, but in adolescent, a specific data is not that provided from the WHO. But we still think that 15 to 20-year-old people have the second most highest prevalence of sexually transmitted infection. Doctor,
Is it difficult to raise awareness among teenagers about sex education?
Actually, in my practice, it's a difficult question. Okay. Actually, in my practice, teenagers are one of the most sensible age group in the entire lifetime of the human being. So it is actually a bit difficult to raise awareness of sexual things in teenagers because first thing, it depends on how teenagers will take the fact of sex. It depends on how they were raised up with the motive of sex. It depends on how they have encountered the anatomical variants, the sexual orientation of sex. So it's really very complicated.
What kind of precautions can be taken by teenagers if they involve in sexual activities?
Okay. Nice question. Okay. First of all, we should take a note. I think actually we should, it's a fact that sexual activities is no different than a usual human behavior, and also the teenagers, they are humans. So expected that they will have a motive towards sex. Okay. So now, late adolescent age is the time of fluctuating behaviors. So during early adolescent, it's really important that the parent will educate the child regarding sex. But during late adulthood, what in the late adulthood? Because in the late adulthood, what happens is the child or the adolescent will be separated from the parent. So who will educate him? Okay. Now the problem remains. The statistics. The statistics shows most adolescents are involved in sexual activities to get oriented with the aspect of sex and do casually involved in sex and usually forget the important aspect of it. Okay, so the most important aspect that I am trying to stress here is the protection. Okay. So the protection, in order for them to practice sexual activities in a safe manner, it's highly recommended that they get educated beforehand. Okay? So they can always use the conventional methods like barrier method, the condoms, the universal methods, or the only method that can prevent them 100%, and that's abstinence.
How often teenagers consult doctor? If they do so, are they able to raise their concern properly?
Actually, teenagers themselves, it's like a rare thing that they are consulting doctors for being oriented in sexual activities, or if they have any problem with this kind of anything related to sex. So it's actually the parents who bring them if they have any problems, especially if they have clinical signs and symptoms relating to any sexually transmitted disease. So it's not the adolescent who come to the clinic usually, but sometimes there are brave souls. There are ones who want to express themselves, express what happened to them. But mostly 90% to 95%, they don't really come to the clinics to express what happened to them. Okay. Now, regarding those who come to the clinic, they actually are really concerned on what's happening to them. So they actually give their concern to us. Okay, so it is actually very helpful to us physicians, especially us pediatricians dealing with the adolescent, to cure such problem and educate them what's going on around, what is it all about, and how can it be prevented.
How do you conclude this matter?
Uh, since you have been raising a concern about sex, sexual education in teenagers, adolescents, I would only like to say that sex is a normal human phenomenon. It's a normal human behavior, and it starts actually from the highly fluctuating age group. That's the adolescent age. This is the first time a human will encounter his female counterpart and usually indulge into sexual activities. So what I can say is just be safe, just consult whoever you can to eradicate your problems regarding this specific issue, and for that specific purpose we physicians are always there to tackle this matter with you guys. That's it.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
No problem. Thank you.
Why do teenagers rebel with others?
Biologically, it is part of their growth spurt, growth spurt, and psychologically, their egocentrism comes up with it, that phenomenon. So the social pressure, they're being um, coming in to their mindset,
Okay. Do you fall apart under peer pressure?
At some point, maybe, because I'm on my teenage years, I'm on my puberty stage, I'm on my developmental stage, so maybe.
Does your behavior change when you are with elders?
Yes, because it's adapting to what you're talking about, who you're talking about, and where you're talking about. It's okay.
Clothing and new fashion trends affect your mindset?
For me, no. I don't follow trends. I don't follow